Hello everyone and welcome. My name's Richard Watson and this is Anglais the Easy Way. Today I'd like to talk to you about a song called Still Here by a singer called Jesse Dee. It's from an album from 2008 called Bittersweet Batch. Now, Jesse Dee is not a very famous singer. It was actually impossible for me to find the lyrics to this song online, so I actually had to write them out myself. You'll find them in the description. And he's a strange kind of character. He made a kind of a breakthrough in 2008 with a very kind of retro style. He's very upbeat. It sounds like something from the 60s. You have like a horn section and kind of groovy organ sound and stuff like that. And it's very much a throwback to the 60s and 70s. Anybody who likes old R&B soul, you'll recognize the style. You'll recognize the music and the way the horns come in and the way he plays his guitar. It's a lot like a boxed album set that I used to listen to when I was young that my brother bought, which was the Atlantic Rhythm and Blues collection. And it was music from 1947 to 1974, something like that. And it traced the history of R&B and soul on the Atlantic label. He's very much in this style, even the way he dresses, the way he plays his guitar, the kind of guitar he plays. He's got a big kind of jazz guitar, jazz box, they call it. And in a way, he's doing the same kind of thing that Amy Winehouse did. There's a kind of a throwback to a different kind of sound. The great, soul and rhythm and blues singers like Solomon Burke and Wilson Pickett and Otis Redding, people like that. So he plays the guitar, and sometimes he sings alone with just his guitar. That's what he's doing on the song I want to talk about today, called Still Here. It's a very simple song. The lyrics are rather simple. You'll pick out some interesting expressions that he uses, but generally you can walk right through the song and understand pretty much everything. So the lyrics are honest and simple, but there's a sophisticated kind of exercise of style in recreating the 60s sound that he does, because we're not in the 60s, obviously. I'm going to read you one review of his later album, an album from 2013. It's from the San Francisco Chronicle, and the album is called On My Mind, In My Heart. Here's the review. The young neo-soul and R&B singer from Boston has put out an album of self-penned songs that are so well-written, so amazingly arranged and performed, you'll wonder why this guy doesn't just own the music business. At the very least, prepare to say Bruno who after hearing these 11 cuts, which find their artistic roots in classic R&B of the 60s and 70s, with the kind of thoroughly contemporary vision that made Amy Winehouse great. With a compelling, rough-edged tenor, Dee delivers authenticity with every note. The guitar work is crazy great. The new CD is such a masterpiece, I'd even moved back to Boston just to hear him live. So the song's called Still Here, and basically it's about a guy recognizing or being grateful for the fact that the person he loves is still with him. Now, he doesn't actually say that, but we can imagine that. It could just be that he really loves his dog and he's singing to his dog. I don't know. I'm going to read you the first part of the song, but you can catch this yourself as you listen to it, no doubt. He sings very clearly, and it's a very simple kind of performance. It's called Still Here. One thing's for certain that I can see. Change will come inevitably. And with all that has changed over all these years, I'm so happy that you're still here. One more thing, I know you know. People will come and people will go. And when everyone else seems to disappear, I'm so grateful that you're still here. So nothing difficult in this. A couple of complicated expressions like thick and thin. We've both been here through thick and thin, which means through good times and bad times. We've survived rain and shine, means good weather and bad weather, same kind of thing. Anyway, frankly, my advice would be to listen to this podcast a couple of times to make sure you understand it properly. Then learn the song and go and sing it to the person that you love. I'm certain you'll get a lot of brownie points for that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there today. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.